Right now we back. I've been ripping and running, ladies and gentlemen. I've really been ripping and I have really been running to and fro. I just haven't been killing and stealing and destroying. Did y'all get that? Now, just been doing just like all those homeless people. And, a lot of Christians, they talk about John the Baptist when all the gods up in the heavens that we made in their image allow us to go up and down the highways and byways of life, whether we're walking, riding, driving, and sailing on a plane, or traveling on a train in the car. And we see all those people that's symbolic to John the Baptist, the homeless, the downtrodden, as we listen to those who put people down in the media, in our own households, even some of the monarchs of our own families. And you better count your lucky stars that you hasn't been blessed to be like those out there, John the Baptist, because those men and women and little boys and girls that's out there that's homeless and look like they bums and ain't had no bath, they is survivors. How many of y'all think y'all could survive just one night out there in the wilderness, starting off in the winter season like we have here in this great republic, this state of the United States of America? I don't know if I could survive one night out in the bitter cold. When you're walking down the street, I don't even know if they make these anymore. Back in the day, and they started way before me and my generation was born. You walk down the street in the middle of the sidewalk, you see this metal grade, and you see concrete around it. You see this steam coming up. You walk over it, right? And it's wintertime, and shit, some of us had to see if that was for real. We wouldn't even turn around. We just take 2 or 3 steps back and stand on it and feel that heat. I was on Sunset Boulevard a couple of years after I first relocated and migrated out here from Buffalo, New York. And me and another Buffalonian, Dwayne Cook, give it up to Dwayne Cook, whoever he may be. He left his name to carry on. I ain't gonna say he in heaven, and I'm damn sure ain't gonna say he in hell. And him and a partner of ours, Michael McCarrion, his brother is my best friend, Paul McCarrion. Haven't seen him in many years. We won't get into that. And we have Mike's mom town car, one of those big Lincoln town cars. I mean, one of those big ass yachts. And she would let him take that car. We go up and down Sunset Boulevard, and we walking, park the car, we get out and we walk over that grade. That's the first time I really paid attention to it. And it was this homeless person, and he had cardboard over that grade. And he was wrapped up in his coat and blanket and sleep. Everybody had to walk around him. And one of us said something out the way. And I said, you know what? I said, you know what that is, don't you? I said, that person right there. I said, shit, they smart as they could be. I said, they sleeping and they staying warm off of free damn heat. You hear me? So we riding around. We get back in the car, the town car, right? And we having a good time. And first we walking down Sunset Boulevard, me and Dwayne and Mike. And we see all these fine women up and down there. You hear me? And I want y'all to follow me on this here. Everything that's glitter ain't gold. So we crossed the street because there was a bus stop and a bench over there. And me and Mike and Dwayne go over there and call ourselves flirting with them girls, right? So we get a little closer. And me and Mike and Dwayne, he's still running his game. He ain't picked up on it yet. And so I look at our buddy, the Sicilian, the Persian guy, and I said, those are men at work. And he said, what? He walked up a little closer. He's seen. He told Dwayne, man, those are men at work. They knew what me and Mike were talking about, but Dwayne, he was still putting his rap game down, right? And I mean, boy, they were good looking too, until we recognized who they were. And then what threw me off was when one of them opened their mouth when me and Dwayne and Mike was on Sunset Boulevard, and had a homeboy had their teeth knocked out. Their grill was just knocked out. I said, that man at work. And then after a while, Dwayne caught on what Mike had said, repeated after me and Dwayne. We just laughed. We get back in his Mike's mom, Lincoln Town Car. And I mean, boy, that thing is just like riding on a damn Amtrak. You hit a pothole, all it do is just feel like air. You hear me? And so we riding down there, and then we had some firecrackers on Sunset Boulevard. We ride down there, and I don't know, I think it was Mike. He lit them firecrackers and threw them out on Sunset Boulevard, right? And people thought that them transgenders or gay, whatever it was, they thought somebody was shooting at them and stuff. And so we get back out, we park the car again, we walking down Sunset Boulevard or somewhere else. And then some Mexicans, some Latinos was in a car, and they said something. And I turned around, and I'm illiterate that that they like pulling out shotguns or whatever they may have and busting the cap. And Dwayne said, man, leave them people alone, man. Because they like to kill us all right up and down here. We ain't got to say nothing to them. So that's when I learned my lesson on paying attention to your surroundings or getting to know your surroundings. It's a good thing that I had two comforters with me. And then they had two comforters with them. Dwayne had Mike and me, and Mike had Dwayne and myself, and I had Dwayne and Mike, So that's what it means by when the parables say, where I go, you can't go right now, but I leave you a comforter. I mean your neighbor, your friend, your family member, co-worker, church member, whoever it may be. All right, now that was going back in time, talking about current affairs going back almost 20-something years ago. Hell, no, I moved out here in 80, 90, 2000, 10, 20. Damn, 45 years ago. That's how long that's been. Yes. All right, let's get to the weather. Well, first of all, let's see if you guys following me right now. Let me go ahead and go on Facebook and see if everybody up to par with me before we make this thing public right here. Okay. And then we'll go over here to Twitch. We'll go over here to Twitch, and then we'll go to my channel and see if we up and rolling right there on Twitch too. So then we're gonna go right here to YouTube. Go to my channel right here on YouTube, and we'll see how things is shake, rattle, and rolling here. We live right there too. So now we're gonna get up out of there, and we're gonna see what the weather in Long Beach, California, and surrounding cities is about.
It's 60 degrees and mostly cloudy in Long Beach.
Did y'all hear that? It's 60 degrees and it feels like 59 degrees, mostly cloudy in Long Beach. Participation is 0%, humidity is 57%, and the winds is traveling at 7 miles an hour. The air quality is moderate. That's right up under a green light, so they give us a yellow light, ladies and gentlemen. And that's okay. It is. So let me give it to you for today and all the way to Saturday, so you'll hear the highs and the lows, and that means every time you hear a high, that means it's a different day. Starting off today, 61, 47, 58, 44, 62, 44, and then we got Saturday, 64, 48. That one is the highs and the lows. And if you're traveling out here to the West Coast, coming up in here in Los Angeles and Malibu and Inglewood and Compton and Gardena, Long Beach, Lakewood, Norwalk, oh yeah, you in for a treat. Because it sure feel good outside. You can have your shorts on, your sandals, or your flip-flops, right? And you summertime, like Will Smith say. And then when it gets in the mid or late afternoon, that when you need to go and take all that stuff off and keep your butt at home. Drink your cup of hot tea, because, man, it feels like it's in Buffalo, New York. Don't it get cold out here? Don't think it don't. Gotta kick my shoes off so I can get comfortable. Hey, Donald Trump has cut the SNAP benefits. My baby brother, Tony, Anthony Martin Livingston Sr., he sent me a video of the lady in her kitchen, Caucasian white lady in her kitchen, just crying like so many others. Because, they went and pulled that one-armed bandit, that lever, like when you're at the slot machines in Vegas, you pull that one-armed bandit on who she voted for. And the caption said, whoever posted that thing there says, this is exactly what you all get for voting for Donald Trump. And we got a lot of negativity, even with Obama. All of the Clintons and both Bushes, even with Carter, even with Abraham Lincoln gave us a bunch of bullshit too. You ever notice it always come out in the letter that they wrote that they didn't do it for the black people? They did it for the economy. That's what slavery was all about. Ruining the economy for the South. To make them come around. And just like Kennedy said, he didn't sign certain bills for the black folks. He did it because that's politics. Yeah, that's politics. And y'all just remember, Donald Trump, these is not all his agendas. Donald Trump is just a puppet, just like the rest of the presidents. Just like the rest of the presidents. They just a figurehead, a puppet doll. And nobody know who's pulling the strings, who's the puppet master pulling the strings, making them tap dance like an old porch monkey. And that's the truth. Don't worry about benefits, because those who brought us into existence is going to make sure that we're taken care of. Those gods up in the heavens and our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit, they got people, they got plans here to take effect that override a lot of things that a president, or should I say this president of ours, want to do that will ruin the people. And everything he's doing is to make America great again. I have never heard no one tell me, no matter what your nationality is, when was America great? When they came over here and raped and pillaged and stealed and killed the original so-called, this slang word, indigenous people? Is that when America was great? When America's forefathers came over here and started the crap that they don't start. And it ain't finished yet. But you know one thing, and this is what I always tell people. All those who've been covering up this lie to their kids and grandkids, those is the ones, their own bloodline is going to make or expose them to trying to make things right. They could never make it right, but they can make it feel like it's right by saying, you pulled the wool over our eyes, brought in white supremacy and racism, and have us looking and acting like we is supreme beings. You know, the colonials, they never brushed their damn teeth. They brought sickness and disease. They used to just throw their waste out of a window. Did you know that was the purpose of having an umbrella back in those days, the forefathers' days, when they started building these towns and cities made out of timber, out of wood? For those of you who don't know what timber is. And the umbrella was so when somebody throw their spit bucket or they human waste, they number one and they number two out the window because they didn't have sewage. You have an umbrella and they hit the umbrella and then they, oh, what is supposed to get on you? But you know how shit splatter, urine splatter. Y'all better come on and keep up with me now. Keep up with me now. Keep up with me now. Yeah. And see, I always say, when you see all these revolutionaries down there in Iowa, Alabama, Mississippi, North and South Dakota, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, California, even Detroit, New York, where they got all that wilderness land and they practicing. See, they can exercise that right. Because you can bet those powers to be, they don't want no more of that Ruby Ridge shit. Remember Ruby Ridge? Shit, motherfucker, good old boys told the FBI and U.S. Marshals and them, they take your ass on back because it's going to be a gunfight, and they lit their ass up. Lit their ass up. See, I'm the only race of people in America can get away with that shit. Yeah. Let people of color, the Indians, the blacks, the Latinos, the Asians, let them walk down that goddamn Constitution Way to the Capitol thinking they gonna do that shit. They got their ass shot down 3 or 4 miles before they got there. They would. They really would have. We really would have. So when I see all this stuff here, right, all this is a reenactment. You hear me? This ain't nothing but a reenactment of the Boston damn Tea Party. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna ask y'all a little quiz, Jeopardy quiz. Do you know who was the first person that got killed in the Boston Tea Party? You ain't gonna believe it. Let me go on Google and pull it up so I can read it to you guys. All right. Let me let y'all listen to this here. Let me start this again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up and read it to you guys. All right. What was the name of the first person killed in the Boston Tea Party? All right. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Okay. It's called, matter of fact, let me go and ask my wife so I can pronounce this properly to you guys. Y'all just hold on for just a second. Okay. Hold on for a second. Let me go and ask my wife because she know how to read and pronounce names and words better than I do. She really do. That's the beautiful thing about being evenly yoked. Olga Livingston. Olga Livingston. Hey, y'all. I went to go ask my helpmate, Olga Iona Livingston. And I'm going to read this to you for y'all that didn't know, the first person that got killed in the Boston Tea Party War name was Christmas Attacks. Was the first person killed in the Boston Massacre, not the Boston Tea Party. Attacks was a black and indigenous sailor who was shot and killed by the British soldiers on March 5th, 1770. The Boston Tea Party was nonviolent, was a nonviolent event where the Sons of Liberty destroyed tea chests in protest of British rule. Christmas Attacks. Attacks was a sailor, Weller, and a stevedore who was likely born around 1723. His father was enslaved African, and his mother was a member of the Wampanoag tribe, Wampanoag tribe, Indian tribe. Attacks is considered the first American killed in the American Revolution, Boston Tea Party. So for some of y'all that didn't know that, now you know, damn it. Huh? That was the first one that lost their life. I wonder if they have a statue in his behalf anywhere. Huh? I tell you. Yeah, I don't know if you want to fornicate with me. Like I told you, we'll talk about current and past affairs. All that I know and all that we think we know, we don't know. We don't. We was taught in school about the Boston Tea Party, and we can just imagine as kids all the way up to me just now educating you guys that the Boston Tea Party was fought with just all those Irish and British and white folks. No, that ain't the case. Hey, y'all need to pay attention to me. I'm just keeping it real, educating y'all on not just American history, also Black history, because Black history, we play a part in everything, every single thing, all the inventions, yeah. I'll tell you, I never graduated. Only school I ever graduated from was school number 6 back home in Buffalo, New York. And that was like in the 4th or 5th grade. And then we moved out of Jefferson Projects to the Langfield Project and started at school 82, number 82. And I knew I had ADHD. I couldn't read. I mean, I could read and I could write, but I couldn't read and write as far as what they say is the standards. And I had a buddy, he's a Caucasian friend. I mean, this white boy was just like, and I know some of you guys gonna know who I'm talking about. And if he's still alive and y'all know how to get in touch with him, right, let me know. This white boy was just like Pistol Pete. Alan Hines. His name was Alan Hines, just like Pistol Pete. This boy, and I say boy because he's a man. We respected that dude. You know, just like if they was to call us boy growing up, right? They respected us. They didn't say it out of a way of the racial and all that kind of prejudice and stuff like that. They didn't say it. They didn't say it like that. But Alan Hines, I mean, man, he did that Earl the Pearl and Pistol Pete and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Man, let me tell you, gotta give it up to Alan Hines. Gotta give it up to my early testament. And what I mean by testament, when y'all hear me say testament, I'm talking about my life. That's what they mean. When you're in church and you give your testimony, you're talking about your life. Talking about the life of your loved ones or someone else that you know. You know, I got my last surviving oldest cousin in the world, Billie Jean Mayo. I just seen you send me a message, Billy, on my phone. And I love you. I love you, Billy. Um, she is going to find out for me and the rest of my family, my siblings, all the Hayeses down there in Clarksville, Tennessee, and the Livingstons and the Bivens of my mom, 2 older sisters. She's going to find out what is the age difference in the age of my mom and her 2 older sisters and what year they was born in, because my grandmother on my mama's side, Josie Jenkins Marbury, was born in 1890. On her headstone, it says 1891. Or we used to say 1891, but it says 1890 on her headstone. Josie Jenkins Marbury. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, don't you guys panic. Don't get caught up on all this idolatry. I ain't gonna say idolatry. What did they say? Your astrology and the people that read your palms and fortune telling and stuff like that there. Because see, that's making y'all act like y'all don't have no sense. Don't you know it's really a sin to believe and follow the weatherman, even though when they say something and it turn out to be right. But see, we don't pay attention. See, the weatherman might say something like this here. Weatherman might say it's going to be a 30 chance of rain. It's going to rain tomorrow. We got 30% chance it's going to rain. So out of 100, you say, well, there's 70% chance it ain't going to rain. And guess what? It ain't going to damn rain. Even when they say it's a 40% chance of rain, it ain't going to rain. That's for real. Now, when they say 50% chance, now you got 50% chance it's going to rain, 50%. They say 60% chance of rain. Oh, you're going to get some rain. 70% chance, 80%, 90% chance, 100% chance of rain, you're going to get rain. But you know it's a sin to believe in fortune tellers. It says it somewhere in the Old Testament. And people that go get their palm read, yeah, supposed to be a sin. I remember growing up, and actually your kids, y'all. I'm talking about my generation, every generation before me. Ask your kids, your grandkids, and your great-grandkids this question. Tell me just one type of cloud that there is. They don't teach that in science class no more. Remember the cumulus cloud? It was like 6 or 7 different type of clouds. You remember that? Matter of fact, let me pull it up and read it out to you since y'all don't believe me. How many different type of clouds is it in the skies? All right, let's see. You have the cumulus cloud. These clouds are puffy, white, and rounded on top with flat bottoms. They are often depicted as classic cloud shapes. All right, that's number 1. Citrus clouds, C-I-R-R-U-S. C-I-I-R-U-S. Write it down, then y'all can pronounce it for me. These clouds are wispy, white, and made of ice crystals. They are often seen in high altitudes and are sometimes called M-A-R-E-S tails because they resemble a horse's tail. This is the third type of cloud, okay? I'm going to spell it out to you because I don't know how to pronounce these words. Cirrumulus. These clouds are puffy and patchy and often appear in wave-like patterns. They are high clouds that are sometimes visible at sunrise and sunset. All right. So I just gave y'all one, two, three. This is number four. I don't know how to pronounce the name of this cloud, right? This cloud, this cloud here is spelled, and write it down. CIRROSTRATUS. These clouds are thin, light gray or white, and often cover large parts of the sky. They can appear in bands or sheets, and they can produce a halo around the sun or the moon. All right, we have a science class. Now that's one, two, three, four. That's the fourth cloud. Okay. Um now, okay, stratus cloud. Stratus clouds hang low in the sky as a flat, featureless, uniform layer of grayish cloud. They resemble fog that hugs the horizon instead of the ground. Give that up. Stratocumulus cloud. You spell it, write it down, y'all. Stratocumulus. I don't know how to pronounce it. If you look an imaginary, if you took an imaginary knife and spread it cumulus together, clouds together across the sky, you'll get this name of the clouds that I spelled to you. These are low, puffy, and grayish or white clouds that occur in patches with blue skies visible in between them viewed from underneath. So the clouds have a dark honeycomb appearance. Here's another one. ALTOCUMULS. U ALTO ALTOCUMULUS. Clouds are the most common clouds in the middle of the atmosphere. You'll recognize them as white and gray patches that dot the skies in large round mass and clouds that are aligned in parallel bands. They look like a wolf. They looks like the wool of sheep or scales of mackerel fish, hence their nickname sheepback or mackerel. There's 10 different kind of clouds, y'all. I just gave you 7 or 8, you know? And they don't teach this in school no more. I remember back home as a kid, everybody in Buffalo, New York, we could come out the house. We can come out the house and play, and we be playing. And we always had a habit of looking up at the sky. And we say, uh-oh, those is rain clouds, y'all. And everybody that we played with, I don't care if you black, white, Asian, whatever it is, in Buffalo, New York, I can't speak of nowhere else. They never looked at you like you were crazy. They say, sure is. We got rain, and those clouds will be far off. But they'll come about 30 minutes, maybe an hour or less, pour down rain. Then they'll leave. Yep. All right, we coming up on 34 minutes. Yeah. And 17 seconds on the Gift of Gab with Uncle Floyd. I'm going to get up off here right now because I think I talked enough until I can find something else to talk about. Teach your kids how to live. Going back to the beginning of the Gift of Gab show today, I was talking about all those and the John the Baptist that living out there in the wilderness. So they can tell. Those is the real weathermen and weather women and the weather kids, those who's homeless, that we look at. But we'll go to that room in that building on Sunday and stomp our feet and come out there and won't give them a damn sandwich. Won't even say hello to them. Afraid of them. But that son of a bitch that's in a suit, whether they're black or white or Asian, and they dress all the time, them the ones you need to be goddamn worried about. Them the ones that's conning you out your money. Because the homeless, they going to tell you what they need it for. Them some of the honest people on the planet. They'll tell you I needed to get something to eat. They'll tell you I needed to get me something to keep me warm at night. They'll tell you I needed to get me some drugs. And then you want to, no, I ain't giving you no money because that's what I'm taking my money for, to go get me some drugs. Go get me some drugs, stupid ass. I'm talking to all you. That's a hypocrite. All you son of a guns. You're lucky that I don't have a storefront church because I'll take all y'all money. Take it all happily like they doing today. Running around like a chicken with your head cut off. And thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. And then speaking in tongues. Can't tell me and nobody else what the hell you say. But you won't quote from that damn book. Hey, I love you all. You know, this is The Gift of Gab with Uncle Floyd, and I am Uncle Floyd right here on Facebook. You go on Twitch. You don't have to put in Floyd Livingston. You go on Twitch, and you just put in The Gift of Gab with Uncle Floyd. Then you go on YouTube, and you put in Floyd Livingston 8202. Yeah, 8202. Hey, I'm signing out right now. And I'm going to try to do better in 2025 on this podcast. And I come on here because I can. The local, state, and the feds say I'm in good standing. You all say I'm in good standing. And I stopped coming on so much because I want y'all to miss me every now and then and again. All right, signing off at 37 minutes. Yeah, at 37 minutes and 33 seconds. It sure is.